So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. On the return, it's Rodgers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Snap comes at 1. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Following the interception, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints on one play have taken the lead.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Sliding out of the pocket. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. The
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jameis now on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To the air again with Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The Packers set to get the football first. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter.
Second and 7.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their line of scrimmage.
Third quarter.